What is up, guys? It's Brad back on the channel with a brand new video, and today is gonna be a very, very weird and kind of manic day for content on the channel. So this video, which is being recorded now, obviously, will be up at around 5 on Tuesday, with us going live at 6 o'clock with Adam, also known as Goal Hanger, a Derby County fan. We're going to be previewing tomorrow night's fixture. But in this video, I'm going to quickly, like I say, I'm not going to go into massive detail here. I'll go into detail tonight, but this is just a quick video outlining my thoughts on the last minute signings on deadline day. So we'll do it in the order that it happened, and we'll just crack on. We're not going to talk, like I say, details. Just a quick little video giving my initial thoughts. Would have done it last night, but obviously I'm not going to say all as of yet, but there was one that was later than the others, so it was kind of impossible to predict if we were going to sign anyone past kind of 9, and we did. So to make a video then wouldn't have been kind of reasonable or possible. So yeah, we're just going to crack on and talk signing by signing. First up, of course, we've got the goalkeeper, Jamal Blackman. Jamal has previously worked with Carlos at a team we won't mention, that team down the road that are going to be back where they belong very soon. But he's also worked at Sheffield United, and similarly to another player we're going to talk about in this video, and Levi Colwell, he is a former Chelsea player, or a current Chelsea player in the case of Levi. Jamal played for Chelsea for, I believe, 9 years. I think it was that long. And he's an experienced goalkeeper. I've been told by a Sheffield United fan, that he's a very good keeper and very reliable. And although he's very likely he won't be taking Lee Nichols' role, he'll be a great backup for when we need to call upon him. So for me, fully back that signing. Great signing. It's a free transfer. It's an experienced goalkeeper who's played in multiple different areas in different leagues. So yeah, for me, that's a definite backing on that signing. Best of luck for Jamal at Huddersfield Town. Next up, we've got another one that was in the papers quite a bit, and this is Tino Anjorin. He is a Chelsea player who was on loan at Lokomotiv Moscow over in Russia. Although he didn't have the best of the starts really in the capital after getting injured and only playing about 7 games. I'm hopeful that we can use him to the best of his abilities. He can play either the 7, the 8, the 7, the 10 or the 11 role. So obviously that means either wing or attacking midfielder, which is massive. Having a player with that versatility is going to be huge for us. I don't know what our goal was at the beginning of the season, but I think it's quite clear that we're aiming for that top half finish, pushing for playoffs. And with these signings, it definitely inspires the right kind of message, I believe. Tino, I've not seen much of him, but I trust Chelsea as more than I trust a lot of clubs in giving us top tier talent. We've seen some brilliant names over the years like Izzy Brown, Casey Palmer, Levi Colwell, and I'm sure Tino has got a lot in his locker that he can't wait to show us. But an attacker from a team like Chelsea, a young hungry talent, again, definite backing. There's absolutely nothing wrong with either of those first 2 signings I've talked about. I wish him all the best at Huddersfield, and I look forward to seeing him. Which will probably him and Jamal will probably start on Saturday against Barnsley in the cup, or even off the bench, either or. But I can't wait to see both them getting into hitting in some form. Now, don't get me wrong, the other 2 that I've just spoke about were brilliant signings. Very, very smart business from Town's behalf. I do have to be honest, I think this one did kind of trump him a bit. It did kind of, go even more. Obviously, we found out that Karel Aitin had terminated his contract with Genk, the club he joined after his previous loan spell with Huddersfield. Don't get me wrong, it's one of the most disappointing kind of ends to a loan I've had to endure. We've had plenty of loans as Town fans that we never could do aught about. Izzy Brown being one of them, Smith Rowe being the massive one, Colwell will be one, but there's no way we get him permanent. We've had plenty of loans over the years that we could never quite tie down to a permanent deal. And when Aitin left, there was a massive gap in that midfield. Bakuna couldn't replace it. But news surfaced yesterday at about, from where I stood, it was about, I think, 7 o'clock, because I was busy, I was out. I think it was about 7 o'clock, the news had surfaced that his contract had been terminated and that we were looking into getting him back on a permanent deal. Twitter snapped in half, Twitter exploded. All you could see from town fans was, imagine if we could get him back. I said I'd be speechless. I am. He was such a brilliant player when we first got him in the lockdown season 2021. And for him to be back is massive. It's still surreal for me to think that he's back with us. And last night, I don't know if any town fans are going to be with me on this one, but last night I had a feeling that I'd not had watching Town since we were heading to the Prem. And I can't explain this feeling. It was like kind of a phrase that I was saying to myself, could it be done? Could we go back? And these 3 signings are all good, but Karel is a massive statement that we mean business. A box to box, predominantly, I believe, who can play holding mid or attacking mid. He's proven himself in many areas, finishing, long shots, passing, switching the play. And he's already got great chemistry with a lot of the lads that we've already got, such as Toffolo, O'Brien, Hogg. He played alongside Ward. Not really so much with Sauber, I don't think, because he was injured more that time. But Karel is a player that we know has been proven, and he's even said in the presser today he's fully match fit. No reason why he can't be on the bench for tomorrow, or even if we start with a 4-3-3, I'll be very shocked, but I'd love to see it. Don't get me wrong, I wish them all the best. But there's nothing quite like when you sign a player back that you know is going to be good. And I hope I'm right on that. And I hope Karel has another, hit the ground running start back at Huddersfield Town. And to get him on a 6-month permanent deal is very clever business. I will put my hands up when I'm wrong. I slated multiple people in the recruitment last year, because last year I do believe it was poor. This year they've got it spot on, a lot of them. We've even got players that weren't playing as good as they could have done, like Turton, now really contributing. Or maybe not really contributing, but in comparison to where some of those players were at the beginning of the season, they're now much better. So big credit to Bromby, big credit to the recruitment. I was wrong. A lot of the fans were. I'll admit it. You've done us proud this window, especially on deadline day. To keep Lewis as well, absolutely huge, crucial. But like I say, we know what Karel's made of, and when that deal went through, when I heard that notification go, I went crazy and I was screaming and the lot. So I wish him the best, and if you do enjoy this content, please leave a like, comment down below, and subscribe if you're new around here. Thank you so much for 4K subscribers. I asked if we could get there by February, and we got there. So massively grateful as always. Thank you so much for watching, and tune in at 6 when we go live with Goal Hanger to preview Derby County tomorrow night. Cheers, guys.